Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abishai Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwath that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this young brother that's on the screen, this is a very charismatic brother. I will definitely give him that, who is knowledgeable about certain aspects and certain things. But he's clearly into the comedic thing, and he thinks that, that everybody black is the same. I'm going to assume that portion of my comment. Because he's not deciphering the difference between the Negro and the African, or the Negro and or should I say even more so correctly, the Israelite and the Hamite. The Egyptians were Hamites, a different dark race of people, not his people. He is actually an Israelite. Okay, he has the Star of David tattooed on his right bicep, but or whatever it is, because I'm not 100% sure. We don't deal with it because that symbol can be connected to some different talismans and things like that. There's no scripture to prove that was actually the shield of David. But nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. But what this video is about, and let me tell you, the things that he's talking about, had this been my video or the elders or any other brother's video, my video would have been deleted, and the strike would have been put on the channel. This video actually has 140,000 views. He has 55,000 subscribers. So this guy is very popular. And I've got 4 channels. All right. And 2 of them I don't even really use anymore because if they get one more strike, they get completely deleted, and there's way too much edification on them to do so. That's how dangerous the true truth is. This guy has a portion of the truth, degrees of the truth. Malcolm has what, about 6,500 people on it, and subscribers according to YouTube, because they downplay our numbers big time. Maccabean Spirit has almost 17,000. All right. And as a matter of fact, I gotta, not bragging or boasting at all, just speaking the truth. But Malcolm, that channel got over 1 million views last year. I still have the emails to prove it. All right, I got the notifications from YouTube that it had exceeded over 1 million views. So I can only imagine what GMS Maccabean Spirit has done, and that's neither here nor there. Especially when you start, or should I say, especially when you start to add in all the other videos of the other brothers, man, the apostles, the elders, Kazak, Elder Manat Zakbad, the brother of the mystery of the kingdom, and a whole bunch of other Elder Yashawamba. There's certain people, that the masses kind of tune into. Not to downplay any other brother that I didn't mention. That's not. Oh yeah, not to mention the brother, one of the heads over there in London count. But there's certain individuals that that people kind of key into. And I know that all their views, even the smallest, the newest brother in the camp, their views are a lot greater than what it says. They downplay our videos. All right. I remember watching Murph, and I'm sorry that I'm going into a rant, but all this must be said before I begin to play this video. But I remember watching a live feed of Murph on, and it actually said something like his views said a low number. But when you looked at the live feed, it said 1,400 people were watching. But it's not. And I was like, how is that so? So that goes to show you, man, that these people lie. But the truth is is devastating to these people. And one thing that I can say about this brother right here is that he goes in on the particular subject matter about who the real Jews are and who the real Jews aren't, and them just simply proving it. All right. So without any further ado, let me let some of this video play right about here.
Agree with people's religious beliefs, and I'm willing to put $50,000 on myself against the top rabbi of Judaism, of Judaic tradition, culture, and beliefs / religious affiliation, to debate me in front of the world on their beliefs. And because I'm challenging the Jewish ideology and the religious rhetoric of the Jewish community, now I'm being labeled as anti-Semitic. But when they say they found us in Africa in them huts, and those are lies. When they say we evolved from monkeys, those are lies. When they say all we've ever been was slaves, which also those are lies, we don't get to call them anti-Afrocentric. We don't get to call them anything when they blatantly lie on us. So all I want to say is this before I get started. I'm a grown-ass man, and I know how to understand literature, and I know how to understand information when I analyze it with my brain. And if something doesn't make sense to me, I'm always going to tell the person that's presenting that information to me to make it make sense. And if me questioning the falsehoods of the Jewish community is considered for me to be anti-Semitic, then the Jewish community needs to reevaluate its maturity level, its righteous level, and its truthful level. Because just because you telling me a lie and I choose not to believe it does not make me a bad person. So I'm going to tell you bitches what, bitches? The offer still stands. You go get the best Jewish rabbi you got. And we can do this shit on pay-per-view in front of the world. I got my own debate league. Mine. We don't need HBO. We don't need nothing. You hit me up. I got 50,000 on myself. Y'all got money? Bring your 50,000 and let's debate. And you prove to me in front of the world. Let's let the whole world watch. And I want the top Jewish rabbi from the Jewish community to scholastically, academically, and intellectually, historically, and spiritually prove to me the validity of them being, in fact, Jewish, let alone the original Jews. You prove that to me. If you cannot prove that to me, I will continue to deny that story you're trying to sell me.
Let's pause it right there. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. A question that we always pose. And these are the blessings and the curses in the Bible. All right. And this is the last one in the chapter. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it reads, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again. Egypt means slavery, means the house of bondage. All right. So you're going to go into that condition again. There's no record of the Israelites going into Egypt again. As a matter of fact, America is the new Egypt, just like it's spiritually Babylon. Okay, that's why you have a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. That's why you have obelisks all over the country, even in the capital. The biggest obelisk in the world is right there in Washington, D.C., which is a representation of a penis, which was something that the Egyptians worship. That's what the whole Ankh is about. You know, it's the male and female genitals. They worship that. But it says, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. The Israelites never saw Egypt again. I mean, Israel again, Salakia. And as a matter of fact, speaking of Egypt, nothing great has happened in Egypt since the Israelites left. Because their greatest buildings, their greatest structures was built by Israelites in captivity. All right, Abraham, the father of the Israelites, brought science, math, and you know, to the Egyptians. All right. That's written in the Josephus. But it says, and thou shalt see it no more again, that it was their homeland. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. You shall be a slave man and a slave woman, and no man shall redeem you. Old Quaker word buy, to redeem. All right? That never happened to the people that he's having an argument with. All right? Another thing that's happening is that, because had this been my video, it definitely would have been deleted. And that's the reason why he can get 140,000 views, because his truth is not a strong enough truth to get his his video deleted. All right, because he goes in on them. I will give him that, but not to the point to they just want to delete and show no record of it, and then just put up you know, this was offensive or whatever, you know, bullshit reason that they give on YouTube when every time they delete something. But this is 2 Ezra 6:27. And it reads, for evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. The truth is being declared, and they ain't got it. And the problem is that he's asking for something that cannot be done. They cannot, no rabbi can defend their rhetoric, their ideology, because it's all fraud. It's all false. They are not the people of the Lord. All right. If you start digging into their research, you're going to find that they indeed are the Edomites, the biblical Edomites. All right. So let's let him continue to, actually, I'm going to go to about the 12-minute mark and let him start up again. There we go.
Excuse me. They said, sorry, y'all, my PowerPoint loaded up and got in the way of my screen. Let me move it out of the way. Okay, bam. So CPAC said, we have just learned that someone we invited. Okay, let me zoom in so y'all can see. We have just learned that someone we have invited to CPAC has expressed reprehensible views that have no home with our conference or our organization. The individual will not be participating at our conference. Now you see me, I retweeted and I said, this is censorship at its best. All because I said I do not believe in the validity of Judaism and am willing to place $50,000 on myself to debate the top Jewish rabbi. Now I'm no longer invited to the CPAC event. Now, before we go forward, right? Let me let y'all know something. And I want to let CPAC know something they damn know. I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. I didn't ask to come. You asked me to come, bitches. How you gonna disinvite me from something?
You go. I kind of like the brother though. Real talk. You know, his knowledge is a degree of knowledge, not 360 degrees, not 144% proof. But the brother he's charismatic, man, and he kind of funny, you know. But he dead on point with what he's saying about, you know, about the slander and the sly, slick slander and the wordplay that they use whenever someone speaks something is truthful. I'm forced to agree with him.
That you asked me to come to, I don't give a fuck. So I just want to let mainstream media and everybody know this. I'm not hurt. Bitch, my feelings ain't hurt. It asked me to be there. Motherfucker, I didn't ask you to come. You needed me. I was the only black person on the mother.
And there you go with black. His skin is brown. All right. The painting behind him actually has black. You know, the eyes, the stripes, and the headdress. That's black. And it is not the same color of his skin. The chair he's sitting in is black. All right. That is not the color of his skin. His skin is brown. So you have to understand, the same way he's talking about that slander, they labeled us black the same way they labeled themselves white. All right, because they're red. They're the red people that the Bible speaks of, and the first came out red. Israelites, Hebrews, all right, the Hebrew Israelites anyway, for the most part in the ancient world, were brown people, all right, that did have some similarities to so-called Africans. As a matter of fact, there's an image of Joseph on the side of one of the pyramids, inside of one of the pyramids, in the Egyptian dress, because he was made an overseer, and he was actually darker than the Hamites that were around him. All right, so the Israelites go from a dark chocolate to a very light brown, yellow, if you will. Not to mention the speckled birds that are scattered among the other nations that look like the other nations. So it's really not about color at all. But nevertheless, this man is ruddy. He's got that reddish brown skin, just like King David did. All right, because they changed that word ruddy, modern day. Well, if you look up ruddy people, and ruddy animals, you're gonna see animals that look like him. Then when you look up ruddy people, you're gonna see a few people that look like him, but then you're gonna see a couple pale people with rosy cheeks. No, they're just red. And the first came out red. Those are the Edomites.
Fucking list on the roster. You need diversity with your racist ass, not me, motherfucker. How you gonna invite me then uninvite me because I don't agree with a religious ideology? Now, peep game though. The conference wasn't even about religion. I wasn't even going to speak on Judaism. My mind wasn't even on Judaism. We was going to talk about missed opportunities in the black community.
Oh, got a scripture for you. All right, in the black community, so-called. And Salakia, there's a little guy here. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43, and it reads, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low, and he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, it shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a curse and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." This is not upon the seed of Jewish people at all. All right, there's no strangers among them that's getting up high above them, not in the land of Israel, anywhere in America, anywhere else that they live. All right, they are not getting stuff lent to them. They're the lenders. They own all the banks and the pawn shops and the jewelry stores. Real talk. All right. And it says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee." These curses are not upon them. They have the fatness of the earth. And guess what? That was the blessing that was promised to Esau, Edom, the Edomites. All right. And then jump down to verse 46 again. It says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." So it will be a really easy thing to destroy any rabbi or any Jewish scholar with the truth. But he has to understand that the very platform that he's trying to go on to debate, they control. He even begins to go in on George Soros about, and how George Soros is controlling things in American media, and he's not even American. Let's let a little bit more play.
And y'all motherfuckers is trying to slander my name over some shit that happened months ago when I did a debate with a Jewish rabbi who I ate the fuck up. And so I just want to let y'all bitches know, I don't give a fuck. Don't never invite me. Bitch, I never asked to be there. You asked me to be there. Let's be straight on that. Now, let's continue. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go back to these tweets before I go where I was about to go. Let me go back to these tweets. Talking about you uninvited. Bitch, I didn't